Hey, Tris, how's it going tonight? Okay. Let's see if anybody shows up. I'm number 21, and so far it hasn't prompted me to say anything. Okay, but as I was saying, right now it is a little bit after 7 o'clock in the USA Central Time Zone, which is going to change tonight at 2 a.m. I think it's when we spring forward and thereby lose an hour of sleep tonight. So I'm number 19 now. Okay. Someone sent him back. Okay. We'll see who shows up, if anybody. Okay. Angel 81. How you doing tonight? The tarot deck I'm using is called the Tarot Starter Deck, and it's a really neat tarot deck because the interpretations are on the deck. So, Angel, would you like a reading? Would you like to know how I do a reading? Well, I'll answer my own question. I do a very simple 3-card reading, and the first card represents the past, the second card represents the present, and the third card represents the next week of the future. So, and we can tailor it to a question you might have, or a particular reading you might like to have, or if you just want a general reading, we can do a general reading. So, okay. Okay, Angel left. So, okay. I'm falling to 21 in advice, so okay. Is it Alex? How's it going, Alex? Oh, I do a very, very simple. I am well, thank you. I do a very, very simple reading, three cards, and the first card represents the past, the second card represents the future, I mean the present, and then the third card represents 1 week into the future. So, and we can do it for a question, or we can do a general reading, or we can do whatever type of reading you'd like to have. So, Alex, you have a question? Am I a fortune teller? I guess I could be considered a fortune teller. It's not a label I would put on myself. So I consider myself to be an advisor. Tarot can give you some advice, but you have to make the final decision. So I hope that answers your question. I'm certainly here to argue for anything. So I'm just here to share. So, and I'm number 17 now. So, Alex, if you have a question about tarot, or if you'd like to have a reading, just let me know, and we will proceed in that manner. I don't think tarot can answer that question for you. So you have to show tarot respect, and tarot can give you respect back. So if you ask a stupid question, you're probably going to get a stupid answer. And which reminds me, there are free online tarot sites, so you can go and get a reading that way. There's also a free Ouija board online, so if you want to get a reading that way. Okay. Alex, I hope you're above 13. We like it when people are over 13. So, which is the rule for YouNow, is that we all have to be over 13. Okay, good deal, good deal. So, do you have a serious question that you'd like to ask, or would you like to read? We talked about an answer to a question, a serious question that you may have, or something that's going on in your life. So, and like I say, it's advice. Can't you do it? It's advice. You make up your mind as to what you want to do. So, okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, Alex. Uh, have a pleasant evening and a happy tomorrow. Tara B., how you doing this evening? Tara, what do you know about tarot? You know anything? Tarot is a form of divination, and it can kind of help you see a future. It's a snapshot of what the future it most likely will be. Of course, the future is always changeable. So, Tara, would you like a reading? Do you have a serious question, or is it Fly or Flynn? I'm sorry, it must be Flynn. Flynn, okay. How's it going tonight, Flynn? Does anyone know anything about the tarot? Uh, Tarot is a device that can give you into a little bit of your future, if you'd like that. Okay. Jody, how's it going tonight? Jody, would you like a reading? Do you have any questions about tarot? If you have a question, I'm more than happy to answer a question. And if you don't want a reading, I will not force you to take a reading. I am very good. I'm just kind of chilling. The weather here in Texas has been nice. The last couple of days it was rainy, but today very, very nice. So. Do you have a question about tarot, Jody? I do mini readings, so we can use a reading to answer a question, or I can just try to answer a question. And we are on the advice hashtag, so that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to control anybody or to hypnotize anybody. Just here to try and share a little bit of wisdom, so to help you make a decision if you want that. Okay, so okay, is it Marina? How you doing tonight? Do you have a question about tarot? Would you like a reading? What's a reading? It's the second time that's been asked. Basically, a reading is I do 3 cards, and it's the past, present, and the future, and it's 1 week into the future, and hopefully that'll give you insight into what's going on in your life right now. Okay, well, let's do a reading. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times, and then I'm going to pull 3 cards. Well, I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to pull 3 cards, and then we'll do a reading. So, one time, and we cut, then I pull 3 cards. And tonight I'm going to pretend that all the cards are facing up. This card is the Ace of Coins. It says perfection, attainment, prosperity, felicity, riches, bliss, ecstasy, gold, valuable coins or artifacts, treasures, the combination of material and spiritual prosperity. So that is your past. And it sounds like you come from a very good past. Now, the present is the 7 of coins. It's also coins. It says ingenuity, growth, hard work, progress, successful dealings, money, wealth, treasure, reorganization, result of efforts or nearly due. So that's your present right now. So it sounds like you've been working very hard on yourself, and there may be a payoff. Now, the future is the Hierophant, and it says ritualism, goodness, kindness, compassion, well-meaning person, platonic friend, inactivity, lack of conviction, captive to one's ideas. So it sounds like to me that the answer to your question is yes, you can overcome the issues that you have, but it's going to take some help. So, okay, and that help might be a professional helper, or it might be a group of helpers. So, did that answer your question? Okay. Okay. Maybe I should start charging for the readings. People sometimes do not free. Anna 1W, welcome. How are you doing this evening? Hello, how are you doing this evening? It is Mana, right? Mana, am I saying that right? Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing quite well as myself. So, um, are you interested in tarot? Okay. Okay. Are you interested in tarot? Seems like there's a little bit of lag time here. So, I'm doing free mini readings if you'd like to have one. Like I said, I do past, present, and future. 1 week into the future with 3 cards, and we can do just a general reading, or if you have a question, a serious question, I can try to help you, give you some advice on that. So, tarot is a way. It's a way of divining the future. So I'm trying to think what else would be the more common, the I Ching. So would you like a reading? There's still a good bit of time here. Maybe ask the questions. No, not that much. Okay. Okay. So you're just kind of surfing YouNow to see who's here and what's going on? I had a guy here last week that wanted to talk about the Bible with me. Talked a little bit about the Bible. So, okay, that's fair enough. I'll give it a shot. Now, do you go by the same name on YouTube? Okay, I will do that as soon as we finish up the broadcast here. So I don't think, well, maybe I can do that. Let me see what I can do. My laptop may not be strong enough to let me have 2 video things on at the same time. Is it Xin Wang? Good. Slaughtering your name too bad. Is it Xin? Xin Wang? Xin, would you like a reading? Alberto? Okay, I turned 50 on 51 this August. Okay, I need advice on my voice. Okay, I will give you some advice on your voice. I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times. And then I'll cut the deck, and then we'll do a 3-card reading. So, okay, then we cut the deck. I'm going to pull 3 cards. And if we need a 4th card for a clarification, pull the 4th card. The first card is the Chariot, and it represents your past. And it says fortitude, perseverance, major effort, possible voyage or journey, escape, rushing to a decision, trouble, adversity, conflicting influence, turmoil, and vengeance. Okay, and so it sounds like you put in a lot of work into your voice. So the second card is where you're at right now, and it is the Five of Cups. It says partial loss, regret, friendship without real meaning, marriage without real love, imperfection, flaw, inheritance, incomplete union or partnership. So I don't know if you're looking for some kind of a record deal there, Mana, but Mana, I would be very, very careful about that. Now, the future is the Alberto. The future is the support. It says journey, especially by travel, voyage, headstrong attempt to overcome expedient manner, success after anxiety. So it sounds like, yes, Zen, I will do you next. So it sounds like you're getting ready to maybe have a tour, or maybe a record deal or something. You might have to travel in order to bring that to pass. So I hope that was helpful for you. So, and remember, I always say that Tarot cannot decide for you. You make the decision. The Tarot just gives you a snapshot of a possible future. Now, Zen, do you have a question? Would you like just to have like maybe a general reading? Well, Mana is having a heart attack, so we should all say a little prayer for her. Mana, put your hand over your heart, okay? And think of something very, very pleasant, okay? And that'll calm you back down. Now, Zen, how this works, you can ask a question if you'd like, something serious, or maybe not so serious, but something respectful, or if you'd like to have just a general reading, I can give you a general reading. So, and how it works. Number one, Mana, I did not know that. Okay, the cards do that. Well, Zen, let's just pick one. Would you like to have like a general reading? And Mana, to answer your question, there's no that because I really have time to follow you. Now, I can't answer what your name is. I can't answer that. So I don't even know if you have a manager yet. Okay? I don't even know if you have a manager yet. But the idea behind Tarot is that we're all connected psychically, okay? So the information is out there. You just have to. It's like a radio station. If you tune into the right frequency, you get the right station. So, but I'm very, very grateful for the positive affirmation that there is something to Tarot. So now, Zen, would you want a general reading? I think we're just going to do a general reading. Okay. Now, I'm very, very grateful that everything that I said was true. But remember, I'm just a channel. It's the Tarot cards. You know, they're the ones that did the knowing or the reading. So okay, so Zen, we're going to do a general reading. I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times, and tarot cards are hard to shuffle because they're bigger than just a normal pack of cards. And I'm going to pull 3 cards. Ooh. This is a very, very difficult thing. Okay. So the first card is the Magician. This represents your past. The Magician, creativity, free will, self-reliance, skill, spontaneity, willpower, self-confidence, a good dexterity, ingenuity, and what stands to me is it sounds like you have a deal of creativity and you've had to develop self-confidence and self-reliance. That is your past. The present is what we're talking about, is what's going on right now. The present is the Ten of Cups, and it says home, abode, happiness, joy, pleasure, peace, love, contentment, good family life, honor, esteem, virtue, reputation, support by community. So it sounds like right now you're in a very, very good place. The future is the Page of Cups, and it says a studious and intent person, reflectiveness, meditativeness, loyalty, offer of services and efforts toward a specific goal, a helpful, trustworthy. So the answer to your question is that you don't necessarily have to, because you quit smoking. You're going to find a friend, and what comes to mind is Chinese medicine. Find someone that does traditional Chinese medicine, okay? I think that would be very, very helpful for you. And I didn't catch if you were smoking. I'm guessing you were a smoker, but I think you'll find the answer to your question in Chinese medicine. So, well, what do they say? They say mom is right. So, but what I'm thinking is you're going to need to go beyond your mother. She can point you in the right direction, but my feeling is that you really need to talk to a practitioner of Chinese medicine. So, and you stop smoking. So, once you stop smoking, the body wants to heal itself. You know, body is a self-healing mechanism. It's designed to help to heal. Now, you can do things to help it heal faster, and I think you find your answer in Chinese medicine. Now, I've got someone else. Okay. Tazam? Well, Tazam's not here, but looks like Tara may be back. There you go. There you go. So I'll take that as another hit. I'll tell you something else too. So okay, all of us were young at one time, and all of us made at one time. Maybe we party much or whatever. But the body is a self-healing mechanism, and worry will just make it worse. So enjoy your friends and your family, and go to the library and get you a book on Chinese medicine. So, and the other thing is, by doing things that will help yourself, you become a resource to help other people. Because, you know, down the line, you're going to be able to help somebody that was in your position. So, let me see who's still in the audience. Okay. So, Tara left. Okay, so I've studied Chinese medicine, and I find it to be very, very fascinating. If Okay, so your mom is a Chinese. Okay, then there you go. That solves the problem right there. So herbology, that's very very nice. So yeah, so ask your mother for support to give it to you. So I also think you should maybe go into your mother and borrow one of her books so you can read up on it yourself. Wow. So she knows. Wow. Okay. Yeah, your mother sounds like she'd be very, very qualified to help you out. So that would be great. Okay. Well, any general questions about the tarot? I'm trying to think of a better way to explain it. Saying that I'm psychic, and I'm really not psychic. Yeah, acupuncture is very, very good. Wow. Okay. So, so, other or partner? Well, thank you, Mana. And I think you'll do well at St. Albert's, not St. Albert's, but the concert hall in London. The the future card, it said a studious and intent person, reflectiveness, meditativeness, loyalty, offer of services, efforts toward a specific goal, a helpful person, a trustworthy worker. So that very, very well may be your mother, a helpful person, a trustworthy worker. Very well may be your mother, but there again, I want to stress the idea that you've been self-reliant in the past, and that should continue on. And so see if you can't borrow one of your mother's books on this and get yourself educated. So and uh, well, now that's an interesting thing. I'm not sure how much I feel about poker. No, no, uh, overcoming the health difficulties you thought you might have or whatever. So uh, and I'll be really honest, be honest with you, Zen. I don't really feel comfortable advising somebody whether or not to gamble. Hmm. Hmm. Well, if you can afford to go to Singapore, I don't see why not. I think traveling is a good idea. Uh, Royal Albert Hall in London. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think you'll do there. I think you'll do well there. So I will go to YouTube and view your uh, your video. So well, see, then you really don't need my advice. If you have a track record of success in playing poker, then you really don't need my advice. Okay, because it sounds like you know what you're doing. So uh, okay, is it Marianne? Marion? Well, there again, I'm not going to give you advice as to whether or not to go to a casino. If you think you know what you're doing, then but I would say this: don't lose any more than you're prepared to lose. Uh, you know, I have a good thing about gambling in general, but that's my hangout. It may not be your hang up. So, okay. And they go pretty fast. Okay, they come in to see what we're talking, they leave. If we're not talking about what they want us to be talking about. Okay. I'm trying to think of, like I said, a better explanation for how this stuff works. So, part of it is intuition, okay? Part of it is what the cards say. So, okay, now the future card, we did 1 week out. That was the time frame count. So that's your estimate for. I wrote songs for my album. How do you think it's going to be? Well, if you're good enough to get to Albert Hall, you're probably good enough. Your songs are probably good enough for an album. So, and that's me talking. That's not the cards talking. So, so thank you for becoming a fan. I will fan you back. So, and Mana, I've fanned you. So I can keep track of you guys. So, and like I said before, there are online tarot cards. You can do a reading. Facade is one. I think Llewellyn has another one. But if you just Google free online tarot, all these different sites are going to come up, and you can play with the tarot that way if you don't have a deck of cards. So sometimes it's easier to have someone else read your cards for you because I really can't read my own cards because I get so emotionally involved with them. Sometimes I even lose my temper. So, but there are online sites and there are people that do tarot on YouTube. So I go to one on Wednesday night. A lovely lady, her name is Cindy, and she does a lovely reading on Wednesday nights. So on YouTube. So. Wow. Well, the thing about it is, that's a very, very good question. Zen says, do we only do it once for one question, or can you do it like 3 times? Or would that be messing with the powers? To me, that would be messing with the powers. Now, you can do a longer reading. There's the Celtic Cross reading, which is actually I think 10 or 11 cards. So you can do a longer reading, but to me, the way I would do it, if I had a question, I would wait 24 hours before I asked the same question, because basically what it is, it's a snapshot of what could happen right now, and there are so many factors involved that and the future is always changeable, so it could actually change between today and tomorrow. So, and tarot, let's say we do a reading and it says you're going to have a tough time tomorrow if you to such and such place. Well, you can still go to such and such place, but just be prepared that it's not going to be as easy as you thought it was going to be. So, did that answer your questions in? Okay. So, Marianne might be back with us. Marianne. So, oh, okay. Well, I am flattered. Well, if you ask the same question 3 times in a row on the same day, that would be messing with the power. If you ask the question today and then you wait 24 hours and you ask it again, I don't think that would be messing with the bye mana. I don't think that would be messing with the powers. So, but there again, that's my opinion. If you want to buy a deck of tarot cards and ask the same question 3 times, more power to you. So, I just gave you my opinion, and so. Okay. Yeah. Is it as clear as mud now? Did I confuse you, Zen? Right. Now, if you wanted to follow the vibe of the cards for that day, that would be great. I know there are people that do a reading every morning. If you want to get up and do a reading every morning to see how your day is going to be, I think that'd be a great idea. You know, but if you ask, well, what was told to me that if you got a question, should I date so and so? And you ask the question the first time and the answer comes back no, and then you ask it 3 more times because you're going for 2 out of 3 or whatever, then you're not really respecting the cards. So, but now, if you ask a question and the answer comes back no, you can still go ahead and disregard the advice. Just realize that it's not going to be as easy as you thought it was. Hey, Becca. Okay. Becca, do you have a question about tarot? Okay, so I guess Becca just wanted to sign on. Cornelius? Welcome, Cornelius, if you're still here. Okay. Kenny Lund, welcome. Thank you for fanning me, Mana. I don't think you could be my son, Kenny, because I don't have any kids. Well, say whatever. It's no big. Bye again, Mana. So, Mana really liked her reading, so let me see who's in the audience. Okay, so 4 of us in the audience, myself included. So, I'm going for about an hour, so okay, we've been going for about an hour, so I think what I'd like to do is just do a general reading for the week ahead, and then after that we'll close up. So, and then hopefully I'll be next Saturday. I'm going to do 3 shuffles. my love life is not the issue right now. You have some prospects. When you say following people's vibes in, what does that mean? Does that mean you're a people pleaser, or just that you're a very compassionate person? So, if it's compassionate, anything like that. Okay, so for the week ahead, and the first card is the Hangman. So, okay, and the Hangman is suspension, transition, change, reversal of one's way of life, apathy, boredom, abandonment, renunciation, sacrifice, readjustment, regeneration, rebirth. Then I met a really confident mind, group of friends that make judgment, always confident. Awesome. Well, that's good. Anyway, so we the Hangman, people person. Well, it's nice to be kind to people and to be compassionate against people, but when you let other people make your decisions for you, that is kind of like succumbing to peer pressure, you know. And I'm not sure you should go along just to get along. The second card for a week is Justice, and it says fairness, reasonableness, justice, proper balance, harmony, just rewards, sincere desire, good intentions, well-meaning actions, self-satisfaction, advice. So the week is going to be fair. Okay. And then the Ace of Cups, it says great abundance, fulfillment, perfection, joy, fertility, opulence, fullness, happiness, productiveness, beauty, and pleasure, goodness overflowing, favorable outlook. So, going to have some ups and downs next week. So, okay. Well, I think I am going to sign off, and you myself. Yeah. You definitely want to you want to listen to people, but you don't want them to control you. You know. I mean, it's a balancing act. It's a balancing act. So, okay. So, if you fan me, I'm going to go back to my list, and I'm going to fan you. And so we will see everybody later. Thanks for watching, and thanks everybody for the good responses. So it's a positive reinforcement for me to keep doing this. So I'll be back next Saturday night, hopefully at the same time. So we'll see everybody then. Yeah. Follow your own path, or as Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. Change can be either good or bad. I think on balance, change is good, because we see this in everything changes. Nothing stays the same. You can never step into the same river twice. Change, I think, mostly is good. I think change is mostly good, especially if you're proactive about it. If you're just sitting on the sidelines waiting for something to happen, you've got to make the changes yourself, or at least ride the wave. So, okay. Well, on that note, I'm going to wish everybody a good week, and we'll see you next week. So, everybody take care.